श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किक केसरी वेदांताचार्य वर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि. So we have been enjoying with a wonderful Vyakyanam compilation of Srimad Aishingar 45th Patam on Lord Ranganathan's divine Divyamangala Vigraham, the Tirumeni, the divine beauty, through the words of Trippan Alvar's Amalanadipiran. So, after enjoying the Nabhi Kamalam, the lotus navel, next we are moving on to enjoy the udhara bandham, Tiruvayitru udhara bandham, the Tiruvayire and then the udhara bandham, the stomach on which the navel is situated, and the waist band which is tied around the stomach. So, Chadurama Madilshul Ilangaikku Iraivan Talaipattu Udira Oti Or Venkanai Vaithavan Odavannan Madhurama Vandupada Mamayila Rangattamman Tiruvayitru Udarabandham Ennullatthul Nindrulavuginrathe. Here we talked about Nabhi Kamalam, and we were enjoying the Nabhi Kamalam, which is the Aadharam for Chaturmukha Brahma's lotus flower. The lotus flower on which Chaturmukha Brahma is seated emerges out of the Nabhi Kamalam, and this Nabhi Kamalam supports only Chaturmukha Brahma, nothing else. Whereas the stomach, the belly of Perumal supports the entire universe, including the Jivatmas, during the cosmic dissolution, during the Mahapralaya. This Nabhi, hence, obviously, the stomach is much grander. The Vaibhavam of stomach is wonderful as compared to the Nabhi Kamalam. So the belly or the stomach of Emperuman attracts Alvar from Nabhi Kamalam. They're showing this grandeur, showing this Vaibhavam. So from the Adi Amalan Adi Piran, from the Adi word, we know that he is Jagat Karana. And this Nabhi Kamalam shows that he is the Chaturmukha Brahma, and Nabhi Kamalam pulled Alvar towards the Nabhi for enjoying its divine exquisite beauty. That was in the third Pasuram, Mandipai Vata Venkatamada. Now in the fourth Pasuram, Alvar begins to get enchanted and attracted by the udharam, Tiruvayitru udharam, because Alvar did not go on his own accord from the Nabhi to the udharam. He did not go. It was forcefully pulled by the udaram. It was the Alvar's Tiruvullam was pulled by, attracted by the udharam. Why? How? We have asked. Aishingar says, we have asked the udaram itself. Let the udaram respond. Why did you attract? Because Nabhi Kamalam is so beautiful. It's got the lotus flower on the top of it, and Chaturmukha Brahma is situated. We were enjoying the shuri, the curl of the Nabhi Kamalam. Why are you attracting the Alvar now? It says, it responds. Nabhi Kamalam says, Udaram responds. Nabhi Kamalam is the one that created Chaturmukha Brahma. Fine. But who is the support? Who is the Aadharam for Nabhi Kamalam? Me. I am the one. Without me, how will the Nabhi Kamalam stand on its own? Cannot. You are looking at the greatness of Nabhi Kamalam. You should see me. Look at my glories. Look at me. I've got 3 lines, 3 lines on Emperuman's Trimeni. I've got, the udharam says, I've got 3 lines, moonru madipugan on Emperuman's body, divine body. Why there are 3? Because there are 3 vastus, Chit, Achit, Ishwaran, Tattvam. There is Ragasya Trayam, Ashtakshara, Dvayam, Charama Slokam, Ragasya Trayam, Tattva Trayam, Chit, Achit, Ishwaran. That's the backbone of our Sampradaya. However, these 3 refer to Baddhar, Muktar, Nityar, the Chetanas. The Jivatmas are split into 3 categories. Baddhar, like us, who are caught by the samsaric afflictions, who are suffering in this samsaric ocean, and who are caught in the Prakriti Mandalam, who are Chetanas, here, toiling, suffering, getting tortured. And once we perform Saranagati, we attain moksham and we become muktas. Mukta Jivatmas are those who were once Baddhar like us but have attained moksham and are in Sri Vaikuntham. Then the Nitya Suris like Ananta, Garuda, Vishwaksena, like that, Bhuma Devi, Neela Devi, all of them are Nitya Suris, and these Nitya Suris are eternally Nitya Suris. They have never been Baddha Jivatmas or Mukta Jivatmas. So these 3 categories of Chetanas represent the 3 lines, 3 Madipu on the Udharam. Also in Achetanas there are 3 categories: Shuddha Sattvam, Prakriti, Kalam. Prakriti, of course, consists of us, our universe, the matter. Shuddha Sattvam is the purest Sattva Gunam, and then the Kalam, the time. 3 Achetanas. So these are inside, retained during the Pralaya Kalam, during the cosmic dissolution inside. And I am the one, the Tiruvayiri, is the one that protects the entire universe, the Jivatmas. And during the Srishti, I am the one that brings out the Jivatmas and the Prakriti Mandala. So, they say Chaturmukha Brahma is the one who creates. He is only an instrument. I am the one who brings it out. So, who is better, Nabhi Kamalam or me? So, such a lovely fashion, yes, the Nabhi Kamalam has responded. Sri Paramarasikar Parasara Bhattar has also mentioned the same, and it is based on this sloka in Sri Rangaraja Stavam, Purva Shatakam, 115th sloka. Trivida Chitachit Brindam Dundavalambi Valitrayam Viganayati Vaishwaryam Vyakhyati Ranga Maheshituhu Pranata Vasatam Brute Dhamodaratvakarahkyanaha Tadupaya Guna Krishtam Pattam Kilodhara Bandhanam. So, this is the meaning which we just enjoyed in this sloka. So, such a greatness, such a vaibhavam is there only for me, says Udharam, and that is how it is able to attract the Tiruppanazhalvar's Tiruvullam towards the Udharam. And Swami Alavandar also mentions the same in his Stotra Ratnam, 14th verse. Kasyodare haravirincha mukha prapanchaha korakshati mabajanishta chakasya nabhehe grantva nikirya punarudgirati tvadanyaha kakkena vaisha paravaniti shakya shankaha. So here the Alavandar mentions about this Kasyodare haravirinchi mukha prapanchaha. Is such a beautiful verse. So he says there are Pasupati names, they have Prajapati names in the Vedas. I do not have control on them. The birth and death of beings are under their jurisdiction. And why? How can you say that Sriman Narayana is the one? You cannot say that, because it is not actually the case that Chaturmukha Brahma and Rudra are the ones responsible for creation and destruction. They are also created because of your sankalpam only, says Alavandar to Sriman Narayana. Kasyodare Haravirincha Mukha Prapancha. Brahma, Rudra, Haravirincha Mukha appears to be the chief of the whole universe. In whose stomach does this universe rest at the time of dissolution, at the time of Pralayam? Brahma, Rudra? Not at all. Who protects the universe and beings beginning from Brahma, Rudra, all Jivatmas, all universe during the cosmic dissolution? Who protects them? It is you. Is there anyone other than you measuring the whole universe, retaining the whole universe during Pralayam? Is there anyone from whose navel the universe sprouts out? Is there who can even think of, even as a matter of even a semblance of doubt, that there can be someone else who is superior to you? Never. The creation which was before Brahma, before Rudra, it all is the same way the dissolution beyond their time as well. All gets into his stomach, including Brahma and Rudra, as they too also mere beings. Thus, who saves the universe and beings? From whom they were born? From whose navel? Chaturmukha Brahma, the creating, starts on his day and Pralayam comes at his night. Thus, it is you who swallows and spits it out with Brahma as an instrument to create. Who measured with the feet? You. The whole universe who measured? You alone. Who could get back from Mahabali? You. Other avatarams cannot establish this so clearly as this Trivikrama avataram, and hence I mention this, says Alavandar. If Brahma, Rudra create and destroy, why should Purana say that you swallow and spit the same out? Why did Markandeya see everything in your stomach? You only asked him to see. You made him to see so that he becomes a witness for your such mysterious deeds. Thus, Chaturmukha Brahma and Rudra are only instruments. You are the primordial force. Sarva Antaryami is Narayana. Vishnu, Brahma, Rudra, they are all sharing the duties. You are the one, Vishnu, who is the Paramatma, similar to the owner of huge corporation taking care of the business development, signing off the deal, whereas the finance, the HR are given to the VPs who are appointed by you, and the owner can terminate them as and when their period or performance is over. Thus, Brahma, Rudra, the whole universe, every being is all under your control alone. You are the Swami, you are the Sarvajnan, you are the Sarveshwaran, you are the Sarvashaktan. There cannot be a fraction of a second. They cannot be controlled or ruled by someone else other than you. There can be no doubt about it. Tirumaishi Alvar also says, Nan Moganai Narayanan Padaithan, Nan Mogan Tan Mogamai Shankaranai Tan Padaithan. What a brilliant way Alavandar creates this beautiful work. And Parasara Bhatta's enjoyment of this Tiruvayitru Udhara Bandham. And this Tiruvayitru Udhara Bandham, Alvar is now attracted by the waistband. Alagiya Manavala Perumal Nayanar also mentions the same about the Udharam. Tam, அதாவது திருப்பாணாழ்வாருடைய திருவுள்ளம் திருநாபி கமலத்திலே சுழியாறு படுகிற படியை சுற்றி சுற்றி வரும் படியை கண்டு திருநாபி கமலத்துக்கு ஆசிரயமான திருவயிறும் இந்த திருநாபி கமலத்துக்கு வெறும் பிரம்மா ஒருவனுக்கு இருப்பிடமான மேன்மையும் அழகுமன்றோ உள்ளது. இதற்கு ஆசிரயமான நம்மை, அதாவது திருவயிற்றை பார்த்தால் பத்த முக்த நித்திய ரூபமான திரிவித சேதனர்க்கும் திரிகுணாத்மகமாயும் பிரகிருதியாயும் சுத்த சத்வமாத்மகமாயும் நித்திய விபூதியாயும் சுத்த சூன்யமாயும் அதாவது காலமாயும் உள்ள 3 அச்சேதன வர்க்கத்திற்கும் 3 சேதன வர்க்கத்துக்கும் ஆசிரயமான மேன்மையும் ஆசிரிதற்கு கட்டவும் அடிக்கவுமாம்படி எளிமையான சௌலபியத்தையும் நீர்மையையும் உடையோமான ஏற்றத்தாலே பட்டங்கட்டி என்றோ நாம் இருப்பது என்று தனக்கு திருநாபி கமலத்தில் உண்டான ஏற்றத்தை காட்டி திருநாபி கமலத்திலே ஆழங்கால் படுகிற என் நெஞ்சை, அதாவது ஆழ்வாருடைய நெஞ்சை தன் பக்கலிலே வர இழுக்க அத்திருவயிற்றை ஆசிரயமாகப்பட்டு நிற்கின்ற திரு உதர பந்தம் தன் பக்கலிலே வர ஈர்த்து மேலிட்டு நின்று தன் திரு உள்ளத்தில் தன் இஷ்டப்படியான சஞ்சாரம் பண்ணுகிறபடியை சொல்லுகிறார். என்ன அழகான வாக்கியம் பை அசி அழகிய மணவாள பெருமாள் நாயனார் in his Vyakyanam. This Ranganathan's waistband also shows off, is to hide the mark of the rope which was tied down by Yashoda when Krishna was caught white-handed eating the butter. He was tied down to a mortar very tightly. So Kanninun Chirutambinal Katunna Panniya Perumayan is the most wonderful, most mysterious Lord. And that Tambu Kaitrin Talumbu, the mark of that rope, hard rope, which was tied down by Yashoda Pirati, and that mark is still visible in Lord Ranganathan's stomach, and hence he has hidden that with his waistband, says our Purvacharyas, that udhara bandham. And similarly, our Andal says, Damodaranai tuyomai தூமலர் தூவித்தொழுது. பனைகளிலே அழகிய மணவாள பெருமாள் நாயனார் again says in ஆறாயிரப்படி வியாக்கியானம், பனைகளிலே தாவினவாறே உடை நழுவ தழும்பை கண்டு இடைச்சிகள் சிரித்தார்கள். அத்தழும்பு தோன்றாமைக்கிறே நம்பெருமாள் கனையம் மேல் சாத்துகிறது என்று ஜீயர் அருளி செய்துள்ளார். So பனைகளிலே தாவினவாறே, from one branch to the other branch when he jumps out, Krishna, the இடைச்சிகள், the cowherd girls who were in the Yamuna Nadi, whose clothes were taken off by Krishna when they went into the Yamuna Nadi, the pond, without any dress. So the little girls have gone into the pond, leaving the dress in the shore, and Krishna has taken that. And when Krishna was trying to hold on to the other branch from this branch, his waistband, the waistcloth fell off. And that waistcloth fell off, they saw the mark of the rope on his waist. So they all laughed. Hey, you were caught by your mother stealing the butter. Jara Jora Shikhamani. So when Sri Ranganathan and Ranganaichiyar, Sri Ranganaichiyar used to tease Ranganathan, saying, இந்த மரத்தின் மீது ஏறி எனக்காக உம்முடைய திருக்கைகளிலே புஷ்பங்கள் பறித்து தாரும். Ranganaichiyar tells that climb into the tree in the Nandavanam, Punnai Maram, which has got lot of flowers, and please give me those flowers. So when Ranganathan climbed, his pattu vastram from the waist dropped off, and when that was the case, Ranganaichiyar as well as the Gopika girls saw that, and hence including Ranganaichiyar, everybody laughed. And that is why Ranganathan always wears the waistband, says Purvacharyas. Such a Navanita Choran is caught now again by the Gopikas and Ranganayaki. And Ranganayaki now is angered by Ranganathan's previous childhood deeds. Oh, were you so mischievous, so naughty? You should have told me before the wedding. I would not have married you. And Ranganathan explains the Avatara Ragasyam of Krishna Avataram, and how Yashoda Pirati hugged him, kissed him, and also tied down him to a mortar when he was caught white-handed. And that is why Ranganathan tries to explain how Yashoda Pirati did the tapas to get him as the son. And Sri Nammalvar also faints when he enjoys this particular incident of Krishna being tied down to a mortar. Yettiram uralinodu inaindirundu yengiya elive. What a beautiful way Alvar enjoys. Adiyan Kavitarkika Simmaya Kalyana Gunashaline Srimate Venkateshaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha.